the biggest problem we had, the biggest problem we really think we faced in this industry is how do we get Ultra HD content to people? We developed a whole bunch of Ultra HD products over the last few years. Ultra HD is awesome, the customers are buying Ultra HD TVs, but the big problem we've got is how do we get Ultra HD to people? In the old days you could sell someone a VHS tape, but how do we really solve this problem of getting Ultra HD content to people? And the big question too is how do I get Ultra HD content to people? So what we've done is we've developed this product called Blackmagic Duplicator 4K. And what it does is it records onto 25 SD cards in real-time H.265 compression. And what that means is if you're recording in real time, which is what I'm doing here, at the end of an event, you can basically sell the content. And I think there's two real big problems here that the industry's got, and I think this sort of solves it. How do we actually sell content to people at an event? So if you're doing a rock concert and you want to merchandise the actual show, and I think that's quite important, and it helps. Obviously, really big broadcasters can transmit the content, but how do smaller companies sell their content? How do we use live production tools to be able to generate more revenue for the customers, and you can sell content? So you can see it's quite easy to use. It's got some control panel buttons on the front, and then you just plug the cards in. You pretty much just hit record. It's a 12G SDI device, so it handles all frame rates up to Ultra HD 60p. The compression format's H.265, which is designed for Ultra HD, so the data files are not that much bigger than HD files are. And you can see, if you get a bit of a close-up of the buttons here, of course, because we're essentially giving customers an SD card with content on it, we don't want to give them a card full of files. So if you look at the button up the top here, it's got a plus on it, that's an append record button. So what that does is records onto the end of the file you've got. So say you're actually doing a multi-cam wedding. You might have the ceremony, you're recording the ceremony with a couple of cameras, and it's a fantastic way of doing things like weddings. These small things is where it can be really useful. Then you want to go to the reception, you want to stop, you can change location and then do speeches at the reception. You can start the append recording and it just records on the end of the file, and you can give the customers one file. You don't have to leave them a card full of clips, which is not what they want. So go back, you can see on the back it's got remote in and out and loop through connections. You'll actually generate remote commands from the remote output port, so you can daisy chain units. So each unit's 25 cards, 25 cards, 25 cards. See them all daisy chained together. So you can pretty much just keep adding units for as much capacity as you need. And any card, if you sell the cards out the front of the unit, anything you're finished with, you can reformat in the unit. So you can just load up again with the cards, the empty slots, and reformat and keep going. SD cards are very, very thin. They're really nice they pack well. If you make a nice wallet, you can, they present really well to customers. And they're on all computers. And televisions, the H.265 files it records, they've got the right encoded audio, so when you put it into a lot of the Ultra HD TVs, they'll read properly and you can actually play them directly on the TV. You use an SD card to USB adapter. We went to the store and about 70% of the televisions in there were Ultra HD models. I've seen Ultra HD models in Target. I've seen them in the supermarket. There's just everywhere. The customers have them. We just don't have any way of, we've got all the production equipment. We did a banner at Simply this year which said 100 years of Ultra HD because, for the film scanner. It's a bit of a joke, but I think, people don't realise how much Ultra HD is around. There's so much Ultra HD production going on. There's so many televisions out there. We just need this link to bridge the link between the two. So you can see, the sort of usage cases in the fact that you can just sell the content out the front of the unit to people when they're at the event, when they're excited. Like we had one of the people at Blackmagic went to a school concert. It took 6 weeks to get DVDs of that, and you think, DVDs, and this is such old technology, we've kind of lost our way of actually being able to trade our content to people for money. And I don't know why that kind of just disappeared. There's been all sorts of various sort of Blu-ray discs and things, but it just doesn't work. And now we've got Ultra HD, we just don't have any way of delivering it. So, we've been working on this for about 3 years, and it's been quite a large project, but I'm quite happy to finally have it done. You can see, you can use it in sporting teams, where you give all the players a copy of the event. Can I actually get that away? Sorry, we're just filming it. It'd be good to get that out of the way. Sorry. And you can see, in broadcast as well, you're doing large TV programming, you can distribute copies to everybody. So it's essentially like, in the old days you used to have a rack of VHS machines. Now you can use these and use SD cards, and they're really cheap, really thin, and easy to distribute. So the Blackmagic Duplicator is available now, it's in stock, and we think it should help change the industry quite a bit. I think it's going to make it a lot easier for people to actually trade content with each other. I think everyone gets so excited about the internet and various other ways, but how does a small sort of guy deliver content to people? He can't upload it from servers and do all this complicated stuff. And this is a worldwide issue. It's not just, in major cities where you have a bit better internet connections. It's also a problem. People need to trade their content directly with people for money. And that helps our customers do better economically, and I think everyone will benefit.
I think it's brilliant.
Well,